Namaste, my name is Joana, and today we're going to do a after work sequence to release any tension in our backs. It's also a great one to start the day. Then during the day you will feel that you can sit upright without any tension in your shoulders, and also you feel more elevated with your mind. We'll start the sequence lying on the floor, but we're not going to lie all the time. But this lying with an open chest allows us to relieve any tension in the shoulders, which immediately recalibrates the entire back. It also helps us to center and also to shift the mind from any kind of business and thoughts into the being mode of mindfulness. So take anything what you have, maybe a huge cushion, maybe you have a bolster, whatever you have handy, and place it across the mat. Then lie down in such a way that the lower shoulder blade is touching the outer tip of your pillow or your bolster. And then lie down and make the so-called cactus arms on the floor. Don't straighten your legs, have your feet on the mat. This will relieve the tension in the lower back. But if you are quite flexible, you can try to straighten one leg at a time and then push the heels all the way forward, and only then, having structured the legs, you can release the legs but have the structure in them. And lying here, breathing in and breathing out. Oftentimes, those lying supine poses, they're very good to start any of your classes. People jump into the downward dog, oftentimes straight away. But the thing is that if your frontal side of the body is shrunk, then to do all the other poses is much harder, because it's much harder to keep your body upright without any tension. So we stay here, deeply breathing on the inhalation, opening and spreading the chest. On the exhalation, allowing the chest to drop. If you like to stay here any longer, you can pause the video, stay there for a couple of moments, and then at some point put it on and join for the rest of the poses. Then to move out from this pose, we place one foot on the floor, another foot on the floor. We go to the side, we place a cushion under our head, and then we sort of hug ourselves, and we stay like this for a couple of breaths. After having our chest open and being so exposed, lying in an embryo pose gives us mental security and also feels cozy enough after or before a busy day. And then from here, we slide our blanket, our pillow to the side, and we open the top of the body to the sky. The knees are to the left or to the right, depends on which side you were in the embryo pose, and we have a supine twist. And in the supine twist, it's not so important that you lie long enough, but it is important that you breathe deeply enough so that the vertebrae of your spine are decompressed by your breath. So inhale slowly and feel how your entire right side and the spine is expanding. And when you exhale, let it go. Inhale, feel it expanding, and then exhale, let it go. And last one, inhale, and then exhale. Good. Then step back one foot, another foot. Bring the hips square to the mat, and then move your hips to the opposite side, and bring your knees to the opposite side as well. And we stay for a couple of breaths here. Again, do the work with your breath. Inhale deeply and feel how the breath is kind of getting under your ribs, getting under your skin, getting into your muscles, and each inhale opens your body more and more. And each exhale releases the tension. Last one. Good. And then we come back. We hug the knees. If you like, you can rock and roll. If you don't like this rock and roll thing, you can omit it. And from here we move to the child's pose. We bend one leg at a time. We spread the knees and we lengthen forward. Place your forehead onto the mat and we stay here with the breath. Slowly inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And again, inhaling and exhaling. Good. And from here we bring those arms back. We come onto all fours and we start going through the cat-cow pose. First we do that with the entire back. So we exhale when we curve, and when we curve out, we inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and then we come to neutral. And now we start moving only our shoulder blade area. So push the shoulder blade area up, and then push your chest down. Push your shoulder blade area up, push it down. Up, sink in, up, sink in, and then move your hips back, and let's meet in the downward facing dog. So first I suggest you not to straighten your legs completely, just have your knees slightly bent. Push the mat forward with your palms. You can turn your fingers slightly out and push your bum all the way up. Drop your head and sink into the deep breathing. Inhaling, lengthening your bum all the way back, and on that exhalation, relaxation, full relaxation. So inhaling and exhaling. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths. And the last one, inhale and exhale. Drop the knees to the floor. Move your right knee forward. Slide the left knee back. Catch your left foot and start moving it towards your bum, towards your spine. Lift through the chest and stay here breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. This is very important as well. When we straighten the front of the thigh, we also make more space in the frontal side of the body, and it also helps us to relieve any tension we carry in our shoulders and in our lower back. So how interesting is that? We are stretching the front side to relieve the back side. People often say, oh, I need to stretch my back. No, you need to stretch your front, and then the back, it follows. So release your leg and we switch. So bring the left leg back, right knee travels to the back wall. We catch the right foot, and again, same love and care to our right thigh. So push the right foot towards your right bump. Gentle but strong. So gentle but strong, because this is a huge muscle. And in my lifetime, since I've been training people for 20 years, there was no one who would overstretch that muscle. So we stay here for a couple of more breaths. 2 and 1, release. Again, place your palms down and we move to the second downward facing dog. Move the hips back, drop your head. Just 3 breaths here. 1. You can turn your palms slightly outwards so that your index finger looks forward. This will help to open your shoulders. And then last inhale and exhale. Then look forward, step forward 1 leg at a time. Exhale down, and then slowly chin stays next to your throat. We're rolling all the way up. Inhaling, lifting our arms up, and then on the exhalation, moving palms to the heart. Now we move through 3 rounds of sun salutation. On the inhalation, arms are traveling up. Then we bend our knees, we bring our belly onto our thighs, we place the palms to the mat, we step back, we can bring the knees down, we exhale to the low plank, we inhale upward dog, knees on and off, and then exhale downward facing dog. Look forward, step forward 1 leg at a time, exhale down, inhale, travel all the way up, exhale, palms come to the chest. Inhale, arms traveling up. On the exhalation, belly onto the thighs, stepping back, knees on or off the mat. We exhale to low plank. We inhale to up dog, knees on or off the mat, you choose. Exhale to the downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And now stay in the downward facing dog for another 3 breaths. Inhaling. And then exhaling. 2. Inhaling. And exhaling. 3. Look forward. Step forward with your right foot. Make sure that there is a hip distance apart between your legs, that they're not in one line. You can keep the balance. Find the balance. Square the hips to the front and then lift your arms up. Lift your arms up and lengthen. You can feel the pull over here. That's fine. That's because you were sitting the whole day and this part contracted, but don't overstretch. Keep the balance, lift the arms, stay with the breath. 2 and 1. Bring your arms down, bring the knee down and rotate your right hip outwards. The hip rotation is the movement that you need to integrate into each day, and then move the hip inward, especially if you sit all day long. Okay, moving inward, then place the right palm on the floor. Good. Now bring that right leg back and straight away put your left foot forward. Again, hip distance apart, lift, find the balance, back leg straight, and lift your arms up. Relax your jaw, relax your forehead, check for the jaw, relax the jaw. Okay, now with the jaw relaxed, 2 more breaths. Good. Now bring those arms to the floor. Drop the knee, next knee, and a bit of relax. If you feel any discomfort sitting on your heels, put a block or a blanket under your butt. When you elevate the hips, it's much easier to sit with the back straight. Now we lift our right arm up and we bring it behind our head. So we bring it behind our head. And no need to interlace the arms. But if you're an advanced student, you can interlace your arms. Interlace your arms likewise. And then stay here, breathing. Again, try to keep your gaze straight to the front. Tuck the chin in. And then relax your lower back. And then tuck your tailbone under slightly. Sink your hips down. Good. And stay with the breath. Again, check your jaw. I'll be reminding you throughout the class to check in with your jaw. Why is that? It's because we start keeping the tension in the jaw, whether we need it or we don't need it. We just keep a lot of tension in the jaw. And whenever the jaw is in tension, there is no way for the body to be relaxed. But the moment you start consciously relax your jaw, the body starts relaxing. Release your arms onto your thighs just for a couple of moments. When you will be holding the other side, I'll tell you the secret. So left arm up and place it behind your head. And now start pushing your head into your arm. The thing is that yawning If you feel a lot of tension at work or anytime, so start yawning. The moment you start yawning intentionally, the body catches and you start doing that unconsciously. And once you start yawning, this is the mechanism of the body to relax the jaw. And the moment you relax the jaw, you feel that the level of stress starts dropping. We stay in the pose for another couple of moments. Two, and one. And then release those palms onto your thighs. Lift your chest up, drop your shoulders, and bring your chin in. Very often we have that head still protruding as if we are by computer. Please, I always invite you to bring your head back, to tuck your chin in, and lengthen your crown up to the sky. Good. From here, we take the blanket away or a block, whatever you use, and we move to the triangle pose. You can use either block or a little stool. So I'm going to use a stool, a little stool. So I'll place my palm onto the stool and I will open up my upper body, and then I stretch my left arm up. Pushing off the stool sometimes is even more comfortable because there is more space for the palm, especially if you have a huge palm. I have a big palm. So pushing off the stool is more solid. I feel more grounded. I feel more supported. And oftentimes when there is a lot of wind and thoughts in our heads, to feel supported means also soothing for our nervous system. And from here we bend the front knee, we extend the arms to the sides. Right arm, I place it under my front thigh, and then I circle, look like this, I circle my back arm like this, and I start stretching it forward. So I pull the fingertips forward, I push off the thigh, and then I ground my outer side of my back foot down, and I stay here breathing. And I stay here for 2 more breaths. 2 and 1. And then I push off, and then I extend my arms to the sides, look to the front arm. Stay here for a couple of breaths. 3. Drop your shoulders, but engage your arms. 2. And 1. Release. Take your stool. This is also my stability and support and part of grounding for my nervous system. So place your palm onto the stool, rotate your upper hip back, and push off the stool. Lift your right arm to the sky. Staying here with the breath, inhaling and exhaling. Slowly inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and then push off. Extend, bend the front knee, drop the shoulders, but engage the biceps. Look to your front palm, engage the back leg is straight and engaged. Breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Drop your arms down and make those feet parallel to each other. So when I say parallel, be mindful of your outer sides of the feet. Look at your right and left foot, and they have to be parallel to the edges of the mat. Then bend your knees, place your fingertips on the floor, and then lift your butt up so that the sacrum here is so nice and flat so that I could place porcelain cup and it wouldn't collapse. Now left arm, it's straight under your heart, and I turn to the right and I open up to the right. Make sure that the hips are square to the floor. In this case, the twist might not feel very comfortable, but even if it's not deep enough, it happens in the correct way. You're twisting from your thoracic spine. You're opening your vertebrae. You're opening the space for your lungs. Then pull those shoulders back. Good. and then come back. So just in case you didn't breathe on that side, I want to remind you that on the other side we do breathe. So push off the palm, make sure hips stay square, and we open up to the left side. Both sides might feel different. One might be more flexible and the other twist doesn't happen that deep. But still try to keep those hips square, twist from the thoracic, pull the shoulders back, and stay here with the breath. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. So now walk those feet closer and drop those hips down. We made in Malasana. Just in case Malasana is not your thing, you have your magic stool. You can sit on the stool, place your feet likewise, and start opening your hips with both arms. How good is that? Yoga is for everyone. That I keep repeating that. Yoga is for everyone. But if you take a stool, the deal is spine is right and you are growing up with your crown of your head. Good? Or if you're with me, maybe we are in that lower Malasana. Good? From Malasana, we move to a seated twist. You can either sit on the floor, cross your right leg above the right one, hug your knee, and then twist. Stay here if you're already in the pose, or if you're looking what's an easier one, you sit on the stool, you hug your right knee, and you're just opening up to the right side. You push off the stool and you keep twisting. Keep your back up, right? I'll show you from the side how it looks like. So left leg is extended, right across, and I'm just keep twisting. If there is a wall, you can push off the wall, that would be even better. Good, and then we come back and we change. If you're on the stool, right leg extended, left crossed, and you keep twisting. This is option 2. And if you are on the floor with me, we hug our left leg and we keep twisting. Oh, I feel so much relief, you know, by the end of the class it comes so good. Squeeze your shoulder blades, keep twisting, and then slowly come back. From seated twist we move to the pigeon pose, left leg in front. We lift the hips slightly, we square the hips, we move the back knee backwards, and then we surrender. Stretching the glute is so important in order to release the lower back. So this is one of the poses which I give always and always, because nowadays people do have lots of tension in their glutes, and this is one of the causes of the lower back pain. So we stay here, surrendering. Two more breaths. Good, then slowly lift. Bring the left knee back. We swap legs. The left knee travels forward. We slide the right knee back. And now I will not talk. I will allow you just to surrender and breathe. Slowly inhaling and slowly exhaling. Good. And from here, we roll to the left side. We come onto our backs. And here are 2 final poses. It's a choice for you. Either open the knees and pull the knees towards your ears without lifting the sacrum. We push the sacrum down and we keep pulling the knees towards our ears. And also make sure that the chin is not tilted. Bring it towards your throat so that the entire back side of your body is long and nice. Or you can alternatively choose happy baby pose, pushing those heels down into your knees. If you want, you can rock and roll from side to side. Yeah. And to finish, again, I don't offer you Shavasana. I offer you to lie on your side. Put the cushion under your head and just stay here nice and cozy. Loving yourself, honoring for all the work you did today. Just a couple of moments. Feels so good, so safe, and the body has opened. Yeah. And then slowly push off. Come to a comfortable seated pose. Bring your palms to your heart. Bring your palms to your forehead for the pure thoughts, lips, pure speech, and heart, pure intentions with which you'll create your daily life. Thank you very much for joining me for this beautiful yoga class. And if you want more, don't forget to subscribe and hit notification button. And if you're more committed, check out for my transformative home routines and programs.